25 SEC Baseball Tournament Game 2 post-game press conference, joined by the Kentucky Wildcats, represented by head coach Nick Mingione, along with Devin Burks. In a moment, Coach will give an opening statement, and then we will take questions just for Devin, please, and then we'll let Devin go and take questions for Coach. Easton and Kinsley are passing microphones. Please raise your hand and wait for the microphone before asking your question. Coach?
I give Oklahoma a lot of credit. They threw the ball exceptionally well today. I thought we had Barfield on the ropes in the first. He made the pitch, got a huge double play. And I thought hit was fantastic. I mean, nothing he threw today was straight. It was the four-seam fastball. It was the two-seamer. It was change-up, cutter. He threw well, and then obviously Crooks in the end. I give them a lot of credit. They made pitches. They got us to ground into 3 double plays and made it really hard to get the at-bats going. You know, it was really hard for us today to just string together the quality at-bats when our offense really goes. So tip your cap to them. They made pitches when it mattered the most.
All right, if we can get questions directed to Devin, particularly on the right side, fourth row.
Devin, Mitch Davis and MitchDavisShow.com. Devin, I do want to ask you about this team and kind of where y'all are mentally heading into the regional play. As a senior leader, what is the message to some of these younger guys, especially given your success with this program?
We're just ready for, to see what's to come. We're ready for next week. We're ready. We're battle tested, as Coach would say all the time. And we've been through the best league in America. We're just ready. We're anticipating what's next.
Right in the center of the room, second row.
Joe Healy, D1 Baseball. Devin, what do you feel like, just having had this experience before, you want this next week to look like? Like, what has to happen this week, going into next week, for everybody to stay sharp and be the best they can be?
Starts by when we get back, first practice. We take things one step at a time. First warm-up, first practice. When we get back, just handle the small things and the big things will come. So, yes, sir.
All right, on the left, second row.
Matt Tallery from World Baseball Network. Devin, what does it mean for the Lexington community and alumni to just have you guys backs through so much? Even last year, getting to Omaha for the first time, how do you just feel about what lies ahead for you guys next week, wherever you may end up?
Yeah, I mean, like I just said, we're ready. We're anticipating to what's coming next. We're excited to be looking forward towards more postseason ball, and we're ready.
On the front row.
Daniel Hager with KSR. Devin, as a player, how frustrating is it when it seems like you guys are getting going, but then you guys hitting 3 double plays? Just how does that feel?
It's baseball, man. It's baseball. It's hard, but it's what comes with the game. Just keep putting together quality at-bats. We just had a problem stringing them together back to back to back today, which, like Coach said, props up to their pitchers. They made it tough on us. But, yeah, it's good. It's baseball, man. You can't let your emotions get out of whack. So,
on the fourth row on the right.
Devin, I know it's probably premature to think about this after a loss, but I do want to ask you about what this program means to you. You're a guy who's done so much for this program and left it all on the field. As you approach your final NCAA regionals, what does this program mean to you?
Yeah, man. Can't thank Coach enough, baby. Can't thank Coach enough. I know. But, man, he, boss man here gave me the opportunity to be here, play in front of BBN, play for the state of Kentucky. I'm from Florida, so it's a far ways away. But, yeah, man, it just means the most to me. Put on this blue, put on the UK, and, go out there and go to war. So, yeah.
Any more questions for Devin? If not, Devin, thanks for your time today.
Yeah,
Good luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, always.
All right, if there are questions for Coach, if you please raise your hand. Let's start in the front row on the right.
Coach, as we head into postseason play, I mean, you guys have faced some hardship lately. 2 walk-off home runs last weekend. Today, do you think that's a good thing for you guys mentally, that you're kind of maybe getting that out of the way before regional play starts?
I will say this. Every season you want your team to experience a little bit of everything, because when the postseason comes around, you don't ever want something to happen that's never happened, whether that's rain delays, down early, come back late, down late, come back, blow a lead, come back, go to extras. When you think about our season, I really feel like we've experienced a little bit of everything. And, anytime you can do that as a coach, I have peace, because I can look our players in the eye and say, there's nothing that's going to happen in this game that you're not prepared for or you haven't been through. And that's the beauty of our conference. It's like when you go through and you play that many good teams over and over and over, it prepares you. And I think that's one of the main reasons why the Southeastern Conference has had so much success in the postseason.
The third row on the right.
Coach Harrison Fan, SEC Unfiltered. The identity of last year's team and how special that crew was and just what they were able to accomplish for Kentucky and making their first Omaha trip ever. And what does this year's squad mean and kind of the identity around them?
Yeah, I give this team so much credit because when you look at last year's team, we lost so many guys off that team. So there was a lot of first-year players in our program that were asked to really carry a torch that they weren't even, for the most part, we've had a handful of guys, but we had over 30 guys that were first-year players in our program. So they walked into something that was super special. And this team has done an awesome job of really just picking up right where we were. I mean, from when you think about, last year we started, I think it was like 15-1, right? Like it's like unheard. I mean, it's happened 2, 3, maybe 4 times in the history of the league to start off that good. And we had a team actually do it this year. But so I enjoyed every second of that personally, but at the same time, this group had to learn how to win. And we experienced so much. Like when you think about, our 13 wins and then how close we were, we have 12 losses by 17 runs. I mean, we were in every game. And this team has earned my respect and the respect of the other coaches around our league. I've gotten the greatest compliments from this team and their identity and how they understand what we're trying to do and their ability to execute it at a very high level. And this season has been so rewarding for me because we took a bunch of guys that, quite frankly, weren't in our program, most of them a year ago, and they just, to credit to the guys that have been in our program that we did have back off that team, they did an unbelievable job leading them and teaching them and preparing us now for the postseason.
Stand on the right side, fourth row.
Coach Mitch Davis and MitchDavisShow.com. Coach, I do want to ask you, I've asked you this before, but in particular after a couple losses, about Devin Burks and his leadership in this for this program. How much do you lean on him and your other leaders of this team heading into the rest of the postseason?
Oh, Devin's special. 5 years. You know, when you think about that, you get to spend 5 years with somebody like that, with a smile like that, with toughness like that, with edge like that. It's been a real joy to watch his growth, both personally and athletically. It's been pretty special. And then when you think about, what he's done, as he's been our everyday catcher for the most part, and what he's done and meant to not only our team, but our community. I mean, the guy, he won Mr. Wildcat 2 years in a row. Like, it was everything about him. He's an amazing student, amazing person, what a teammate, and there's going to be a lot of sad tears when he takes that jersey off for the last time because he's been unbelievable. And, Evan Byers has been an unbelievable leader, Jackson Novi. James McCoy's been on our program for 4 years. He's got another year of eligibility, but the job that he's done, I mean, these guys have just poured their heart and soul into this place. And, they're a couple wins away from being the all-time winningest senior class in the UK baseball history. So they've meant a lot to our program.
In the center, second row.
Hey, Coach, what do you want this week to look like, given that it's just human nature? You're going to have a clubhouse full of anxious guys that are waiting to find out their fate on Monday.
Yeah. What we'll do is we'll get back, give them a day or two just to get their bodies. We've been on the road ever since Vanderbilt last week. And then immediately getting right into practice. So we'll set up some modified scrimmages this weekend to keep their arms in shape and in a good spot. So we'll keep in making sure that our pitching is lined up, and then we'll just continue to keep going. And then next week, same deal. We'll give them off probably Monday, and then Tuesday, light day, Wednesday, and then find out where we're going. Because for the first time in a couple of years, we will not be hosting a regional. That's been nice to be at home, but so we'll find out where we're going and travel. But they'll need a day or two just to get their bodies back underneath them, and then we'll go right into live at-bats and scrimmages and preparing them to get ready. And we've been fortunate enough the last 2 years to win regionals. So we've got a locker room with some guys in it that know what it takes to win. So we'll just get them ready that way. But it will start with their physical rest for the next couple days.
All right, time for one more for Coach.
Coach Matt Talvey from World Baseball Network. How do you just feel about where the SEC is going as a conference? Oklahoma and Texas being in the same first year, and just the added level of talent, like over 30 guys on MLB pipeline. How do you just feel where, the SEC competition is growing year in, year out, and just Oklahoma and Texas filling the gap?
Yeah, I love our slogan. It just means more. So we just keep adding better and better teams, People ask me about what was it like that maybe have Texas in the league. I said they've been to the College World Series more than anybody in the history of college baseball. And then Oklahoma just played for national championship in 22. I mean, so we added 2 premier programs. And you know what? I'm the guy that, I want to try to see and predict. I absolutely love how softball gets every single team in the NCAA tournament. And I don't know if we'll ever get the full 16, but boy, I can see it maybe one day. So our league just keeps getting better. The beauty of what's happened with our conference is the rest of the country has realized just how powerful this league is. And at any given day, that any given team can beat anybody in this league. And quite frankly, if you can beat anybody in this league, you can beat anybody in the country. And that's the one thing that I've been so proud of our team for, to have as many wins as we have, and then to be in so many baseball games. It's a real credit to our team. And, someone's got to lose, right? Like teams in our league, somebody has to lose. And the games are going to be super close. They're going to be dogfights. But our league just keeps getting better, and this year is no different. We just keep getting better and better. It's fun to be a part of. For 19 years, it's given me some gray hair, though.
Thanks for your time
Thank
today,
you, guys.
Coach.
Take
Good luck.
care.
Good luck.
See ya.